Okay. My topic was, hi, my name is Myah Brody. I'm a freshman at Champlain College in Vermont. My project originally focused on biodiversity across my campus and ways I could help native bees. And through these last few months, it has slightly shifted to more focus on bees. But in the achievement section, from the start, my goals were to create bee hotels on the campus to create a more welcoming environment for mason bees and other native bees on campus. This was really difficult to be able to work out due to the time frame, as well as a lot of issues coming up. So we decided to wait until next year and have been working with Environmental Club, which was newly started, and adding it to their timeline to make it a reality. I also wanted to apply the information to Champlain College Apiary QR code, which has been working through the bee handbook, which I'll mention about later, as well as getting people interested in native bees, which has been a success. The achievements were, as I mentioned, the bee information handbook, an art event, which happened earlier today, collaboration with the eco reps and environmental club on my campus, as well as creating interest for native bees on campus. The bee handbook, which I also have a physical copy right here because I didn't want to add all of it to the thing because it is currently 11 pages, is information about bee species, flowers, biodiversities, and threats facing the bee population, specifically in Vermont, and talking about the ways that different scales of people can help, including individual, college level, businesses, as well as more of a statewide effect. It's currently in the later stages and will be edited and posted online for everybody who's interested to have access to. The ball of the event was an event earlier today, which focused on creating bees, since we wanted to make it a sort of art project. We had a craft and learn event and spent 2 hours teaching people how to make bees, as well as teaching them the misconceptions about bees that are native to Vermont, and had about a dozen people show up that were incredibly interested and very surprised afterwards. Who has this affected? The handbook will be publicized online and for free. I'll also be working with nearby colleges in Vermont, specifically University of Vermont, to help spread it to college students, as well as ask professors to read it as well. So the information will be available to anybody that's interested. The bee bottle event had about a dozen people. The environmental club's plans for next year. They have the adding bee hotels, native flower planting, as well as more awareness for bee species. I also brought more awareness to the variety of bees and what we can do in the environmental classes, as well as talking to people who had heard about the event. I worked with about over a dozen people to be able to make this happen, and generally in 3 different teams. I started this as an individual, which was incredibly hard. So throughout it, I started working with other people, especially in the crafting world more, while I tried focusing on finding information and coordinating events. Specifically, one of my friends has been helping me this entire time and has made a lot of the posters, and it's been such a help, and also made a bee earlier today, as well as an environmental team from my class who helped make the bee event for me, as well as doing the demo bee bottles beforehand and coordinating a timeline that would work better. We started this event 3 months ago, and it has just now started to happen due to having so many issues. Finally, the teachers, eco reps, and environmental club, as I've been saying, I've been talking to them about getting it implemented on my campus since I won't be here next year. And last but not least, Turning Green community, mentors, advisors, and everybody who has helped make this competition possible. For the end, I decided to use a quote from the introduction to the handbook at the moment, which says, although it seems impossibly large, there's so many things anybody can do to help and then protect them. Talking about these. Knowing about an issue is the first step to changing it, and I hope to inspire others to help do something about their declining populations before it's too late. Thank you.
Yay, Myah, that was beautiful. I love what you've put together. I love the art and I love the intention. And I want to make a bee bottle. That looks super fun.
Come back with
And
me.
fabulous. I love that. Thank you. And again, like, thank you for figuring out how to get there, even when it was hard going at the beginning, and for completing a beautiful project. Much appreciated.